Hi everyone and welcome back to another video with me, Shruti Vashist. So it's been a while and the past 1 or 2 weeks I've really been called to go within and integrate and rest a lot. So that's what I've been doing for the most part. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy today's video though, because I'm going to be again speaking about relationships and manifesting the soulmate relationship. And in today's video we're going to be rewriting our relationship story. And the thing that I've noticed these days is that because we're experiencing like a shift in consciousness, there's new energies on the planet, so we don't have to heal as much. Healing happens in a different way, in the sense that we don't have to keep going within and healing parts of us and spending all of that time and thinking that we are wounded and all of those things that we used to do in the past. It's a little bit different now. And so if you want to rewrite your relationship story, how you have done relationships so far, or you've developed a certain concept of yourself, of how you are treated by others in relationships, or how you always behave, and you think that that's going to keep repeating, and there's like an inner part of you, like a belief that you still hold, that you're going to keep experiencing that, or you don't trust yourself fully, then you can rewrite your relationship story. And it's not as hard as you think. It's only as hard as you think it to be. If you release that thought and that belief that it has to be hard and challenging, then it can really shift quite fast. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the exact steps that you can take in order to shift your relationship story and create a story that you want. More than a story, changing stories has to do with changing the concept of self, of how we know ourselves in relationship. So yeah, if you want to hear about that, then keep watching this video, and below this video check out a course that I have called Manifest Soulmate Relationships, where I go so much more in depth related to this process and just the whole process of manifesting your soulmate. You can also work with me personally as well to accelerate your manifestations, and especially I specialize in manifesting a reality that is most fulfilling for you at all levels, even the soul level, because there's a lot of people that are helping others with manifesting, but I feel in my personal opinion that much of it has to do mostly with the physical level and knowing that I can manifest anything. But the charm of that quickly wears off, and to me it's being aligned on all levels. Your manifestations should land and be in such a way that they fulfill you at a soul level too. So there's different levels and it should address all of them, and that's when it's really to me a successful manifestation that is long lasting and brings you fulfillment. Okay, so check out those links below. And so now, how do we rewrite our relationship story? So I'm going to give you three very basic steps to do this. And the main statement that we're going to use an affirmation in the beginning. And this affirmation is, I am someone who. So if you go within yourself, you will find that perhaps you have a belief, if you've been dissatisfied in your relationships. And again, it doesn't matter whether you are currently in a relationship or you're not. Or you like someone and you would like to change the dynamic that you have with them, or you're not with them but you want them. There's different circumstances that people are in. Whatever it is, whatever happened in your past, you can rewrite that, whether it's with a new person that you'll be manifesting now, or whether it is a relationship that you already have. So it's more about you, about rewriting the concept of you basically. And then anyone that you are in a relationship with, that dynamic will change and you will be able to witness that as well. So the way that we do that, like I began, is I am someone who, for example, if you have that belief that I am someone who is cheated on, I am someone who lets other people down, or I am someone who is not respected and seen for my actions, I am not someone who is adored and can sort of people come and give to me, I'm not somebody who is that. So find out what that belief is within you that is limiting. Find out that limiting belief. Just go within. We all know this at a deeper level, so just be honest with yourself and find what is it really, Because many of us, even when we've refined ourselves to a certain degree in our mastery of self, there still can be some beliefs that are lingering beneath the surface. So now this is no longer needed. Things are a lot lighter, things are a lot easier, to be honest. But we just have to release those ideas in our head that things have to be hard, things have to take time, and all of that. So be honest and find out, what is that belief? I am someone who is what? What is that limiting belief you have, that you think something you can't have, or a label that you're attaching to somehow. So let's use an example. Let's say you're somebody who has not been seen and respected for your actions, or you have even let other people down with your actions, and you're even disappointed with yourself for that reason. But it's fine. You don't have to hold yourself in a space of guilt. The way that we actually transform it in a real way is not by making ourselves feel guilty over and over again and reliving that, telling ourselves we don't deserve happiness. That doesn't serve anybody. So instead, we're going to flip it around, and we're going to say, I am someone who is respected for my actions. I am someone who is seen and respected for my actions. So you just have to close your eyes and kind of like say that in your body. Like, let's say in the morning when you wake up, you can do it. This doesn't even take time, it can just be a couple of minutes that you just close your eyes, and in your heart you claim that, and you really feel that I am someone who's respected. What does it feel like in the body, in the deep in the heart space, to be someone who is respected? So we bring out that essence of respect within the body. And while you're doing this, if you're thinking that, am I faking it? I don't really feel respectable. I don't really feel I'm trustworthy. And you're not faking it, because even the people that you see that you have pegged, as being respectable, as being trustworthy, or whatever it might be, they also, the reason that they get that from the outer world, that respect, is because it's not because they have something extra. It's simply because they know within, they are landed in that knowing within their own body, that respect is something that I am. It lies within me. It's like an eternal quality. It cannot go away. So it has to do with self-worth. So that is what we are basically tapping into when we are saying this. So when you're saying I am successful, and I am respected by others, I am seen for my actions, I'm respected. I respect myself, and I am respected by others. I see my own actions, and I am someone whose actions are seen. So use this statement, I am someone who. So first it may be helpful for you to first give that to yourself. You can say, I am someone, I respect myself. I respect myself. I respect myself. And then you say, I am someone who is respected by others. I am someone who is respected by others. And allow that feeling to spread through your whole body as well. You can even give yourself reasons, like let's say if your mind is doubting at this time, while you're doing this exercise, that how are you even respectable or whatever, you did this and this in the past, then there have to be some things that you did that you do respect yourself for, even if it was a tiny action, even if it's unrelated to relationships, even if it's something in your career or another field where you do respect yourself. So you bring in those, remind yourself of those. I respect myself because I did blah 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 blah, and then come back to I respect myself, and I am someone who is respected by others, allowing that feeling to spread through the whole body. So this can easily take just a few minutes in the morning, and that's all you really need to do. It's more about the quality, it's more about actually feeling it. Even if you say just a few times and you're deeply feeling it in the body, that's all that is needed. So after you do that, what happens is that when we claim it this way, when we're shifting our beliefs in this way through an affirmation, affirmations are really powerful because they're generating almost like a blueprint within your body. It's like a new state of being is generated immediately. You may not believe this, but this actually happens. The reason that often people are not successful just with this is like I said, because their mind comes in and it doesn't believe or whatever. But actually when you're claiming something, it is done, because you are the creator of your reality. So how do we then make sure that it is stable? And what happens is that the next stage, the second point, the first is this affirmation: I am someone who, whatever you want to be in relationship. Number two is you gotta surrender. So once you actually properly claim this, if it's done in a successful, real, authentic way, and you believe it in your body, when you say I am somebody who's successful, or sorry, I keep saying successful, I am somebody who's respected by others, life will bring you things in your outer that will show you how you can be, how you can feel more respected by others. So it'll firstly bring you confirmations by other small little ones, let's say, where people tell you, oh, you know, they show you that they respect you. And sometimes in the beginning it can be the opposite. Like, let's say somebody comes to you and they're doing the opposite, you know, like they're pointing fingers, they're nagging, or they're being critical to you. And within that's actually kind of like a test, like an initiation that we need to take in the physical. You've activated at a light level, at an internal level. Now you need to bring the same in your physical. So how you do that is by waking up in that moment and choosing. So you don't believe that person when they're pointing fingers at you at that time. Be responsible. Of course, we have to admit to the actions that we have done and all of that. I'm not saying don't do that, but it's kind of like, don't believe that is the version, whatever version they have of you in their head, that is the only version that exists. There's a greater part of you, you see. And especially if you have already claimed to, in the now, to be somebody who is respected, then that is what you are, and nobody else can tell you otherwise. So within respect for them, you know, you can convey something to them, or sometimes there's no need for words even to other people. It's more about our own inner knowing. But within that moment, the test is that you don't believe them and say, yes, I'm a horrible person, or you know, I can't do this, or whatever it is. So you have to choose again in the outer, I am respected. I am respected. Even within this moment, I am respected. And then of course you will see in small little ways. Then the second thing is, in your outer reality, it'll bring to you how you are respected. Again, it might start off small, with people showing you how you are respected, by maybe they're giving you a compliment, or something happens, or they trust you in a way that you haven't felt trusted before. Maybe it's even a new person who doesn't know you, whatever it is. But you have to open your heart and receive that this is authentic. I have created this, and yes, of course, I am respected. That is because I am somebody who is within my integrity, you know, or whatever it is for you. So you need to believe that. You need to open your heart more, because this is how that vibration lands even deeper. When physical proof shows up, you need to open your heart and say, yes, of course, I deserve this. I deserve this compliment. I deserve this trust. I deserve whatever I'm getting from the outer that shows me that I'm respected. I'm a person who is respected. So that is number two. So number one was affirm. I am someone who blah blah blah. Number two is surrender. You know, if you're asked to let go of those old concepts of yourself in the moment, and you need to, in the moment, in your physical reality, choose that yes, I am respected. So that's number two, is allowing that surrender to this new self that you are in your outer reality. And I think pretty much that's it. I thought I had 3 points, but like, that's how you do it. So you start choosing that essence, and you'll find that there's like this stream that lines up when you start living this way. It'll show you like the essence of respect, of success, whatever that you're working with, that inner essence that you have claimed that you are. I am someone who is respected. So in this case, respect. So that essence will be flowing through your life from the inner to the outer. It'll be showing you the right direction, how you can make it come true in an even bigger way in your life through these ways. So you just have to follow that. And I don't mean like in a hyper-focused way, but it'll catch your attention, and it'll inspire you. It'll bring you purpose. It'll bring you synchronicities. It'll bring you these things like people giving you compliments. It'll even bring you tests where you have to choose that even within this difficult circumstance, no, I know that I am respected. So that is actually your purpose, all of those things that line up, in which again and again you get to experience yourself, I am respected in your outer. And yeah, that is how purpose lands. That is how it blossoms and unfolds in ways that we can't really think of with the mind. You might think that, what is this doing? But actually, this is how anything is birthed. You know, whether it's like, let's say, our career success or whatever. This is inspired action. We are inspired from within through that essence that we have claimed. Like, if I've claimed that I'm successful, success will line up in this way through tests in which I have to claim that I'm a deeper level of success than I've known before, and also people will show it to me by reflecting, you know, that I am that. And then again, I have to embrace that yes, of course, I am this, I can be this, I am this. And then more people like that will come, or you'll get more clients, you'll get more projects, so like that. In the context of relationships, your spouse, your partner, whoever this is, will open up more and more. You'll see the change, but you have to sort of show up for it again and again first. Desiring a new relationship, then you'll find that you might find that people around you are just in general, like they'll start bringing, you'll be seeing how, you know, like a noticeable change in the outer environment. So these are some of the ways. So essentially, I've only given you 2 steps. So it's pretty easy. You just have to affirm, I am someone who is respected. And then you surrender, like when those initiations show up, or when people show you that proof, then you just say, yes, this is what I am. And you land it at an even deeper level in the physical. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments below. My course called Manifest Soulmate Relationships takes you very deep into all of these things, basically, into rewriting your story, into being that really highly magnetic version of yourself, you know, and also about knowing what kind of a partner do you actually desire at a soul level, a partner that matches all of your levels. And then there's also exercises for inner child healing, for deep healing, for when we need that, for when our body really can't believe it, you know, like some of those beliefs that are really held in our bodies, like some of them are a little bit deeper. And through this process of just affirming, sometimes some people are not able to shift it. So in that case, for those particular things, you can use inner child healing as well. So I speak about that very deeply in my course as well, along with all of these other things. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you got some wisdom today, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. It's a new channel, and I will see you in my next video.